World Order. A lot of people talk about it. Very few people understand what it actually is. You know, when I talk about the New World Order, I'm not talking about Hogan, Hall, and Nash, okay? I'm talking about an organization that consists of many different factions. From the Freemasons to the Jesuits to the Knights Templars, they're all involved in something called a New World Order. Basically, a New World Order will consist of a one world government with a one world currency and a one world army. And all these organizations want to be at the head of the game when the New World Order actually comes to power. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to explain some of the ways the New World Order uses metaphysical science against the population. I've talked about this number a lot, the number 11. Basically, numbers are in tune with vibrational energy all around us. And the number 11 basically is in tune with emotional energy. That's what sets us apart from everything else. Emotional energy. And some people in this world know exactly how to use that energy against us. Let me give you an example. Today, the United States government said Iran was planning terror attacks against America. Today, by the way, is October 11th, 2011. And big brothers in the U.S. government tell us Iran wanted to attack. But yet, the interesting thing is, whether you believe this information or not, that's irrelevant. They released it on the 11th. Ask yourself why. Let's go back last year. Flashback to October 29th, 2010. There was a report that Al-Qaeda was using cargo planes to try to blow them up over U.S. airspace. They basically put bombs on cargo planes and they try to blow up American passenger cargo planes. Now again, whether this is true or not, think about the day they released the information. On the 29th, 2 plus 9 again equals 11. Now what you need to understand is they're using emotional energy against the masses, because when they release this type of information on the 11th, the 29th, guess what? People get more scared. More fear is in the air, and that's exactly what these pariah thrive on. Let me give you an example. You're looking at the full moon right now, and for centuries astronomers and scientists were arguing, and basically the astronomers basically told us, the astrologers basically told the scientists that whenever the full moon comes out, people start acting crazy. And the scientists said there's no proof. Well, in the past 100 years, the proof has been in the pudding. And what do I mean by this? The tides. They have found out, scientists have found out that whenever it's a full moon, it pulls on the tides. And since 70% of the human body is water, liquid, guess what? It's going to affect us too, especially if you're born under the sign of Cancer. It's definitely going to affect you then. But what I'm trying to tell you is, this is knowledge about the full moon that the elite have been aware of for a long time. They don't want you to know about it, but they've been aware of it. And the same thing goes for the number 11. Whenever it's the 11th or the 29th, we can go throughout history. On March 11th, 2004, Europeans 9/11 event happened when 191 people died when Al-Qaeda supposedly bombed Spanish trains. That happened on the 11th. As we already know, the big event that happened, New York City on 9/11. Madrid happened on 3/11. And here's another event that happened on 3/11. Japan. The big tsunami, the big earthquake that basically destroyed Japan. But basically what I'm trying to get at is, whether it's real, the information they're releasing, or not, they always try to take advantage of the 11 vibrational energy and play on people's fears. That's how the game works, folks. That's why they said Iran. That's why the information came out today that Iran supposedly tried to bomb American embassies. And that's why the cargo plane was set up and the information came out that it happened on the 29th. It's all about vibrational energy. so they can have their new world order. That's why the end of World War I at 11/11 at exactly 11 o'clock. That's why the Chinese Revolution started in 1911 on the back end. Remember, the 11's on the back end. And 100 years later, in 2011, revolts are starting in the Middle East. These people plan things. They are playing chess while other people are playing checkers. You know, I can tell you guys all this information till your head turns blue, but in all honesty, when it comes down to it, this fact will always remain. The strong will always take from the weak, but the smart, they're always going to take from the strong.